Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we'll revisit the film released back in 2019, Sleeping with My Student. The movie begins in the year 2019. We see a couple inside the car with their little child in the back. The woman, named Sarah, is shouting loudly while arguing with her husband. The baby is crying at the back, but they seem not to care. The argument continues. The father, Felix Johnson, is angry and is arguing with Sarah. Sarah is very angry because she found out Felix has a woman. Felix, an acquaintance of hers, but firmly denied this by Felix. Sarah was no longer available. According to the story, he has a problem with his thinking, and he can no longer control his emotions. Suddenly he grabbed the steering wheel while Felix was driving. In an instant, the car crashed. Felix's journey ended after the impact. Her steering wheel. 17 years have passed. We will see Kathy, Megan and Stacy, three close friends, enjoying their weekend at a hotel. Kathy just got promoted as principal at her school, so her friends took her to a fancy hotel near the beach. The women are well dressed and having drinks in an elegant room. It shows that Kathy is a single mother, separated from her husband and living along with his teenage daughter Bree. While they are having fun, the air conditioner in their room broke down, so they called the hotel staff to fix it. A young man named Ian, he arrived to fix the AC. The women immediately let him in, and the problem was fixed. Although he was only 19 years old, they didn't let it pass, and it seemed like the women started to be attracted to him, including Kathy. Afterwards, Kathy wore a sexy and revealing outfit and sat by the pool. She was about to go swimming when Ian noticed her. When they talked, Kathy avoided being serious with her, but Ian didn't stop, and he went to the pool. After he jumped into the pool, he pretended to drown so Kathy would help him, who was a former lifeguard in college. When she helped him, noticed, Ian said that Kathy is beautiful, and she said that she is sexy, so they went to her room, and there they had a night of intense applause. The next day, Kathy woke up and saw Ian already left, but he left a flower as a reminder of their night. Despite this, Ian does not work at the hotel. He is an intern of a friend, and he was only replaced at work one night. But Ian has a strange plan. While holding Bree's picture, he says, this girl is special to him. Ian went home, and we will see the complexity. His life with his mother and stepdad. Their relationship is not harmonious. And we also learned that Ian's stepdad is a vitamin supplier. His mother is often sick as well, so Ian takes care of her. Kathy is preparing for her first day as the school principal. Her daughter, Bree, is also starting at a new school, and we are introduced to Bree, who is an introvert and often gets bullied in the previous schools. She felt that she wasn't accepted by others, and it was hard for her to make friends. When they arrived at school, Kathy and Ian met each other. Kathy turned pale and seemed unable to believe that he was the boy, but before she could approach Ian, he suddenly disappeared in the crowd, thinking that Kathy thought she might be mistaken and that Ian might have a look-alike. Kathy went to her office, while Bree went straight to her. A new class. Ian sat there next to Bree, and they introduced themselves to each other. After class ended, Bree went to the art gallery to look around at the paintings. There, she was approached by three people. Student Leslie's friends, Gina and Steve. Steve is Leslie's boyfriend, and they want to be friends with Bree because she's the principal's daughter and they want to become cheerleaders. Bree hesitated to answer them, but she said she would consult her mother first. When Steve made a mistake, he laughed at Bree. Because of her shock, Ian approached and talked to Steve. Despite everything, Kathy once again received a question from Gina and offered pizza party for Bree. Kathy allowed her, and there they discovered an unexpected connection of Ian with these students. So she immediately removed her child from Ian. While they were inside the car, she told Bree that she could no longer talk to Ian. He's not a good man. He also told her about Ian's dark past and emphasized to his child that it could be dangerous for him. But Bree refused to listen to her mother. For the first time in her life, there's someone who truly respects her. When they arrived home, Kathy sent Bree to be with her father, Ben, her ex-husband. Kathy wants to have some time to deal with the big problem she is facing. While at the restaurant, Ben and Bree, Ian suddenly arrived. He followed Bree. He talked to her while Ben was in the bathroom. When Ben returned, he asked Ian who he was. He introduced himself respectfully and then left. When they got home, Ben dropped Bree off at the house and talked to Kathy. He said he saw Ian. Kathy became even more worried. According to her, Ian was planning something bad, and she didn't understand why this is following the child. Night of the day, that too, Kathy came up with a plan. She went back to school, took a large weapon, and secretly hid it in Ian's locker. The next morning, he ordered a locker inspection. When Ian's was opened, they found the weapon that he himself had hidden. Because of this, he had a reason to summon Ian in the office. Ian's confrontation. Kathy asked him why he was doing all of this. This is where it was revealed the truth that Ian had been secretly watching Bree for a long time on social media. Because Bree is always posting, she easily found out everything about them. Even their night at the hotel. Ian showed a video of him and Kathy while they were clapping. Kathy's eyes widened in fear and shock. Ian said, "She needs 50,000 pesos or he will spread the video." He added, he knew Kathy was smart and she surely didn't want her reputation ruined. When he gives the money, he said he will leave Bree. But Kathy refused. She doesn't trust him, and she knows that even if he gives her the money, he still won't stop. She called the guards and had Ian removed to school. Gina followed Ian home. There they had a fight and Ian ended up hitting him using a weapon. Not serious, but serious. Gina went and said she wanted to be in a relationship with Ian because she liked him. Ian was very angry. He drove Gina out. When she got into the car, he took the baseball bat and smashed the car window. He shouted at her, saying he didn't care about anyone except for his mother and sister. Gina was terrified and could barely run away. He returned. Ian arrived home and found his stepdad crawling and mercilessly hurt him until it was over. He approached his mother and told her to just stay at home. He said he would come back for her. He slipped into the school and talked to Bree. He invited her to come with him so that she can use it again to keep an eye on Kathy. When Kathy learned that Bree was missing, she immediately became worried. Gina revealed that she went with Ian. Kathy called her child, but Ian is the one who answered. He said, "Give him the money or he'll regret it. If he calls the police, he will hurt Bree." Kathy immediately called Megan, confessed. He took everything and they hurried to prepare the money. Meanwhile, while Ian and Bree are on the way, Bree asked where he was going and why his movements were unusual. Bree asked him. Here he admitted, Ian is everything. He showed the weapon and said Bree was his sibling, their father's child with a woman named Kathy. Ian was actually the baby, crying at the beginning of the movie. According to him, Kathy's relationship and his father was the reason why Kathy became independent. Since then, his mother fell into depression. She blames Kathy for ruining their lives. She also revealed that she approached Kathy not because of love, but as part of his plan. Upon hearing this, Bree kicked him and ran away. Met Kathy and Megan with Ian and Bree at a drop-off point. Megan stayed in the car and prepared to call the police. Kathy doesn't come back. Within 10 minutes, Kathy confronted Ian. She said she's ready to admit everything, their relationship, the betrayal, and the lies to Bree about her real father. But Bree feels betrayed by her own mother. When Ian tried to shoot Bree, Kathy immediately grabbed her. They fell from the second floor. Kathy is alive, but Ian finished. In the final scene, we see Kathy, Bree and Ben reuniting and living peacefully. As for Ian, his mother is left all alone, feeling down and alone without loved ones. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more movie recaps.